I'm that girl who wants to totally brag about my amazing friend. They're here on this planet to be a gift, to be able to help raise the frequency vibrations and to be able to support humanity through this very challenging time for them as they are wanting to all evolve and grow and experience this conclusion of this planet's experience. Big topics, big topics. And of course, who I'm speaking about is you. The teams are wanting you to know that while some of you have chosen to not take on their advice and recommendation of writing about oneself and to be able to brag about themselves to themselves, they wanted me to do it for you. So you are so well prepared to come here, truly you are, because you have come here to be of service. You've come here with your own certain special skill sets of profound wisdom and high frequency vibrations and so much support. When you are a volunteer, this is a huge part, your true big mission and purpose being here. You've already mastered third dimensions and other planets and other places, whatever that may look like, but you're here now because you know that this is a special time for humanity and that calling was felt throughout the universe as Gaia asked for more support because she was realizing that she wasn't going to be able to fulfill her own personal life contract experience, which was supposed to be her evolving into the fifth dimension naturally. I don't quite know all the details of what it looks like for a fifth dimensional planet to have evolved from a third dimensional planet. And of course, we have sort of asked in sessions, but it is so much different. The third dimension versus the fifth dimension at a physical level is completely hugely different. Hugely different. And I think that is just the basics of physics. But as we're trying to understand why we're here still in this 3D existence, being able to support people to be ready for higher frequency vibrations and to being able to respect that we are all here to explore all of the emotions and overcome them. And this looks so different, but we all feel love, we all feel sadness, we all feel the whole range. And this is a unique, and this, I think this often gets overlooked. We see other people and it may be confusing for us because we don't know their full life history, this lifetime or all the other lifetimes they've ever lived. And so we sort of don't really know the right words to say to be able to help them through their situations. And ultimately, remind yourself that they're going through a range of emotions. They are reacting to those emotions. And so what do we do when we're supporting people who are reacting to certain things? We try to break it down for them in manageable, small, bite-sized pieces so then we can support them through it. It feels very overwhelming when we don't know how to work our way through certain things. So we often just shut down and we don't even sort of try. It just feels like too hard basket. And ultimately, we can just love. We can just love each other and support each other. And so I really find that when I do these conversations, they have so much information and I'm trying to manage small videos. Small videos so we can all just take away these little insights and be able to apply them to our daily lives and not have you held up for hours on end. So what I'm trying to remind you of is that you're all here and all incredibly capable. And so please just start thinking about what you're truly doing to honor and love yourself. We know from so many sessions, this is the biggest thing that is stopping people from being their full potential and their full true selves here is because they haven't fully loved themselves. You may like yourselves, you may tolerate and accept yourself, but it is about truly honoring who you are, who you have been, and to kind of get a sense of where you want to go. And the more you focus on the positive, the more you will naturally be guided there. And so when we're constantly feeling guilty for our past choices, when we're constantly feeling like we're not enough because we're comparing one person to ourselves, this is why we've got to intimately, honestly meet ourselves and be able to know what our true skill sets are, what we're truly here for. And this has been so confusing for so many people because they assume, oh, I like this person's attitude and behavior and what they do, I want to mirror that. And ultimately, this is when they fumble, because while we're trying to merge and be that other person, we've completely forgotten about who we are ourselves in our own unique calling. And so often I've had sessions with clients with QHHD or BQH sessions, and they've wanted to figure out where they should be going. Should they do more courses? Should they do this? Should they do that? And 9 times out of 10, the subconscious is already saying, you've already got the skill sets. Believe in yourself. You don't need to be trained or taught by someone else's philosophies or agendas. You've already got it within you. You already came here with it. Would a piece of paper or saying that you've done a course, would that truly make the difference? So just check what we're holding ourselves back with. And I just want to finally say, you're never alone, and you have so much support. And I consider you all friends because you've obviously overcome any judgment of myself and be able to, tolerate me trying to deliver this information. And so that makes us friends. So thank you, friend. And I always want to be here to be able to just encourage us and support us. Of course, I'm going to be doing more public sessions on the other channel, Conversations with Heaven on Earth. But they're still wanting me to be of service and to be able to directly be human and normal and, see all this going on, to remind you that we are still here. We are still very much having to overcome our emotions, overcome our blocks of sharing our truths, and we're all in this together. So I love you so much, and I would love it if you could love yourselves and see what you're doing to treat yourself and honor yourself. This is a huge stepping stone for your inner work journey, I promise. And it is not selfish to be able to give yourself that oxygen in the plane so you can then support others. So please, 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 no peer pressure. But peer pressure. Because this is super important, and this is what they just keep saying. They don't love themselves. They're not honoring themselves. So I could just love you forever, and I always do, but I can't empower you to love yourselves enough. And I can't encourage that enough. It's so seriously important. And so whatever you're trying to justify limiting yourself with because of whatever you think is a weakness, face your fears, look at it, and truly see, is this an old belief system that I'm still holding true? Did someone say this, and that I'm holding myself back? What is it, my friends? Because that's the old us, and we can step into the new you, treating ourselves with lots of high frequency water, loving ourselves, honoring our bodies, honoring our minds. It's truly a gift that we can give all our friends and family when we're doing this. So much love, encouragement always, jazz hands. Bye.